Okay, this is a great question. Why do our spirit guides speak in an unknown language, not just English or whatever your language is? That's a great question. So, spirit guides are on the ethereal, right? English or whatever language we choose to speak here are human languages. They can get a lot more information in much more quickly if they do what I call thought packets. That's what I call them, as thought packets. And I think I borrowed that term from Dolores Cannon book like a long time ago. I've been using it for a while. So, but anyway, thought packets is what best describes what I hear when spirit talks to me. So, when I hear them, it's like, and I've described this in other videos before, it's like I all of a sudden go boop, and they have this like big download of information just like in my head, and it's there. And it's a whole combination of images, sights, sounds, sometimes smells, definitely feelings, and it's a big, it's kind of like a long period of all this. So it's like a big packet of information. It's not like a 1 second in time kind of a thing. It's like, several minutes worth of information almost, and it's just like boop in my head with like all these things, like all these sensations and feelings around it. So they can communicate a lot faster by not using language, because language is quite limiting. I've heard my spirit guides and other spirit guides that have come forth in things like hypnotherapy and things like that. They often say that language is very cumbersome because they don't have to use it. There's just like a psychic knowing in between each other, and so they don't have to stop and pronounce each word and find a word that goes with it. It's just like you can put out your feelings of what you're feeling instead of having to search for words. So anyway, that's why. So they're telling us a lot more, and sometimes what they're saying is a lot more specific than what our words can handle. So it's like I can use several words to describe one thought or feeling. And if you ever have me in session, you can tell that sometimes when I'm channeling spirit guides, I'll stop. I always hear them on this side, so I seem to turn this way. I will stop and I'll say, ooh, not that word. What's the right word? And then I'll try a couple different words, and then I'll be like, that's the right word, because they'll say, no, that word doesn't really encompass what we're trying to say. And, sometimes it takes some time. So anyway, they just speak more efficiently. So when I am channeling my own spirit guides, we get a lot accomplished really quickly because we're not speaking in language, we're speaking in like vibrational energy and like emotions and feelings. So I hope that helps. You have more questions, pop them in the comments.